Keeping up appearances. The visual documentation of rebuilding roundhouses at Castell Henllys Iron Age village. Hi everyone. I hope you are all keeping well and sane in these unprecedented times. Although we are very much looking forward to meeting everyone in person, we are very happy to be able to contribute to this online conference. So, without further ado, Castell Henllys is an established visitor centre and heritage site near Newport in North Pembrokeshire, where the visitor can immerse their senses in prehistoric life. It is the only reconstructed Iron Age village in the UK where the roundhouses and granary have been built on the site of the original post holes. The site has undertaken a number of projects, namely the archaeological excavation and experimental reconstruction of the various Iron Age structures, as well as developing an educational programme, including ancient crafts. Over the last 3 years, the first 2 reconstructions built in the 1980s have been taken down and rebuilt again. Although there are a number of ways in which the processes of research, rebuilding, maintenance and decay have been documented over the last 39 years, we found that visual documentation, i.e. photographs and video, proved the most beneficial. This is a very simple way of documenting work that can be digitally stored, accessed and shared widely, and does not require a specialist skill. A picture can say 1,000 words. In this paper, we will discuss how we use a visual documentation strategy to not only record and disseminate information about our work, projects, maintenance, crafts, etc., but also how in reviewing said documentation, we can make informed decisions for the future care and direction of the site. Castell Henllys began its life as a heritage and visitor attraction in 1980, when the site was bought by the entrepreneur Hugh Foster, pictured here on the right, who was one of the co-founders of the London Dungeon. Under Hugh Foster, the first reconstructed houses were built using archaeological and ethnographical evidence coupled with the principles of mechanics, and the archaeological excavation of the site commenced. The excavation allowed the public to learn not only about the development of the site, but also about the discipline of archaeology. Upon the death of Hugh Foster in 1991, the Pembrokeshire Coast National Park inherited the site. Castell Henllys is one of the most extensively excavated and studied Iron Age hill forts in the United Kingdom, and has contributed significantly to the understanding of Iron Age society in West Wales. The excavation of the site was undertaken by Professor Harold Mytham. The multi-phase hill fort is situated on an inland promontory, naturally defended on the east, south and west by steep scarps. To the north, there is a man-made bivalve defence system with 2 guard chambers and an encompassing chevaux de frise. It is believed the interior of the fort was occupied between 400 BC and 100 BC by an extended family of elite status with occupation, then moving to an annex outside the ramparts, where a Romano-British dwelling was found. Although the number of finds could be described as poor, a variety of artefacts were recovered during the excavation, including bronze and iron objects, glass beads, some fragments of pottery, various animal bones, loom weights, burnt grain, and a bean. The full excavation report and analysis of the site and its artefacts can be found in Harold Mytham's book, Monumentality in Late Prehistory, from 2013. The site is an ongoing experimental archaeology project which further contributes to our knowledge of the Iron Age, in particular the construction methods and materials of the Roundhouses. Over the years, there have been a number of ways that this work has been documented. There are a collection of notes, saved emails, academic documentation by Professor Migham, laser scanning of the houses by David Archaeological Trust, and of course the memories of the staff that have worked here. Our main documentation for the work undertaken, however, is a large collection of pictures and a few videos. In recent months, we have digitised a large number of the photographs taken from the 1980s to 2000 and created a digital archive for the site. From this, we can clearly see the development of the site and the record of the work, crafts and activities undertaken on the site so far. Here are a few examples. We have a collection of images that show the process of rebuilding the chief's house, the largest house found on site. We have the setting out and wattling phase, and here the roofing phase. The finishing off of the roof and the ring beam and the beginning of the thatching. And the final product as it stood in the year 2000. We also have a compilation of images showing the experimental television project Surviving the Iron Age, which was filmed on the site in early 2000 that documented modern people living as an Iron Age tribe. There are also photographs of past activities and crafts, such as using a pole lathe, making nets, and creating charcoal. So the benefits of this documentation strategy are numerous. This is a very easy way of recording and documenting work. You do not need to be a specialist or have specialist equipment to document projects and site activities. You just need access to a camera or a camera phone, which most people have in today's society, and you can easily upload it to store on the site's internal system or straight onto social media. For old physical photos of the site, again, it is easy to scan these onto a digital platform, as we have done with the previously shown images, and therefore ensuring that they are safely stored digitally as well as physically. Just from taking one photograph, the person documenting the work or activity can capture an array of information that can be gleaned from the image later. In most circumstances, it is easier to understand how an aspect of reconstructing a roundhouse can be achieved by looking at an image rather than a piece of text. For example, here is a piece of text describing the joining of the roof beam to the wall plate. Now, here is an image that shows this information in an arguably more cohesive way. However, this ease of transmitting information through images and understanding images isn't always as straightforward. For those who don't understand the context of this picture, will be very surprised to find it amongst the photograph archive and would wonder what a giant fiberglass woolly mammoth had to do with an Iron Age hill fort. So, in this case, accompanying documents or captions are essential for the understanding that Wendy was a fiberglass mammoth bought by Hugh Foster and was displayed at the site during the 1980s. This image shows her going to her new home in the early 1990s. This archive of information, once scanned or uploaded, can be easily stored digitally within the closed network of the site and, where possible, on open access platforms such as social media and People's Collection Wales, so that members of the public can also access and discuss the images. By having a digital archive, we ensure that these images and the information locked within them are stored appropriately and safely, but also ensuring that it is easily accessible and not easily lost as some of the older photographs of the site. Once the images have been uploaded onto a social platform, it is then very easy to share them and the information associated with them with the rest of the world. That is, those with access to the internet. What is great about this method is that the general public are free to comment on the images and share their thoughts, as well as further information about the images. However, one drawback with using Facebook as an archive is, of course, you have to be a Facebook user to view and comment on the images. Castell Henllys is located in North Pembrokeshire in West Wales in the United Kingdom. A more democratic website that we use is the People's Collection Wales, where anyone can upload and view the archive of photographs. Eventually, we will also upload the images onto our own website, which is currently being renewed. This will hopefully improve the accessibility of the public to our resources. The benefits of this form of documentation are clear. Anyone can do it without specialist skill or equipment. Arguably, it is possible to glean more information from an image more efficiently than you could from a piece of text. It is easy to store and share digital images, either within a closed network or on social media, and archive websites with social media platforms allow the ability for the public to discuss and provide further information on the images. There are, however, limitations with this strategy, where on occasion an image can prove confusing if there is no accompanying text or oral information. Therefore, we have found that documenting projects through video documentation is better. Through the medium of video documentation, it is possible to record more information than images alone, such as the entire process of demolishing, excavating, and rebuilding a roundhouse. We will show a clip of this process momentarily. The way in which the house was demolished, for example, and the certain aspects of the house that stood strong during demolition, the 39-year-old roof beams, surprisingly, and those which didn't, the back wall of the roundhouse, would have been difficult to explain through images alone, whereas the video shows the entire process from start to finish with accompanying voiceover or text. Here we have a short clip of the video that Liz made, recording the demolition and rebuilding of the cookhouse at Castell Henllys. This is a very shortened version to fit in with the timings of the conference, so if you wish to see the full video, please contact us. Again, no specialist equipment or skills were needed, only a camera phone or a video camera and a passionate member of staff willing to undertake the documentation. It does help if you wish to develop a more public-friendly video that you have the editing software to do so. However, for the process of simply documenting the work, this wasn't essential. Videos are equally as easy to store and share as images. In the future, we intend to use the website YouTube to store and share the videos that we make. According to mostpopularwebsites.net in 2018, YouTube is the second most popular site on the internet after Google. YouTube is an American-based website on which the public and professional bodies can share videos on a global platform. Non-members can simply view these videos, whereas members have the option to rate, flag, comment, share, and upload their own video. As a member, you can upload as many videos as you like at no cost, which makes it a cost-effective way of disseminating information to a global audience. The use of YouTube as an archive for intangible heritage has been explored in a paper by Pietro Bruno in 2013, where he describes that since the UNESCO Convention for the Safeguarding of Intangible Cultural Heritage in 2013, which rendered all forms of intangible heritage, such as oral heritage, festivals, dancing, and so on, protected, YouTube has become a platform from which heritage can be promoted as well as collected. Pietro Bruno, 2013. There already exist informative videos, originally created by professional bodies, but uploaded by the general public, regarding the history and development of Castell Henllys and those who lived there in the Iron Age. For example, the video, A Celtic Fort in the Iron Age, uploaded by Lauren Placona in 2012, features the late cultural manager of Pembrokeshire Coast National Park, Phil Bennett, providing an in-depth informative guided tour of Castell Henllys. This video has received over 47,000 views. Ultimately, both photographic and video documentation have proven to be an excellent way of documenting our projects. This form of documentation can be done by anybody without specialist skill or equipment. It has the benefit of being able to be stored and shared easily on various digital platforms, such as digital archives, social media, and online streaming websites. This allows the information to reach a varied and global audience, where the information presented can be discussed, debated, and utilised for other experimental projects. We hope you have enjoyed our presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at delun@pembrokeshirecoast.org.uk and lizm@pembrokeshirecoast.org.uk. Thank you.